What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Awakened Catholic Show.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Naked Without Shame show with your hosts, Megan and Morgan.
And welcome back to Elevate Ordinary. I'm your host, John Mark Grodi.
I'm Teresa Grodi.
My name is Mike Tenney. I'm a Catholic speaker and worship leader, and I run this podcast, Pop Culture Catechism.
This episode of Physically Spiritual explores the anatomy of a wound.
I'm Deacon Harold, and this is Ellen and Nick, and welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to the men's show, a men's night gathering with you live here on Awakened Catholic.
Then we begin to make an idol out of that image of our perfect life. And then when God sends us curveballs, or when the kid interrupts us, or somebody shows up at our door, we're like, no, you're interrupting my perfect life. We're like Lord Farquaad from the Shrek, like my perfect world, you know. But that's not how it works. Change is part of life. That is part of your life. In fact, that is the life that God is sending you.
Right. And when people hear the phrase gift of self, we often think of giving in this agape form, this way of sacrificing something of myself for the sake of another, denying myself for the sake of another.
I think when we think of Christianity in general, too, we think of this agape love. We think of this like giving of yourself, sacrifice, like you're saying, and we don't necessarily think of eros.
They do need other perspectives. And so how do we do that in practice?
I have the exact answer.
Okay.
Kevin's got it.
Perfect.
Everybody,
You're
well
welcome.
done.
I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
Star Trek. What does Jean-Luc Picard do from The Next Generation? It's a huge table, and he listens to all the perspectives, right? Which is kind of like what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
And, it makes people think different people have different perspectives. He takes all of that in, and then he has to make a choice.
The core of the idea is that you're made in the image and likeness of God. Okay, we've heard that. Mm-hmm. God is love. Okay, so you're made in the image and likeness of love, and love isn't something in isolation. Love is a communion of persons and life-giving love. And so our bodies, despite what modern culture tells us, are not meaningless. Our bodies are meaningful, and they reveal the call to make ourselves a gift. Life makes sense to the extent that it becomes a gift for other people.
Well, the rubrics also doesn't say when you come up to receive communion, do a tap dance either. It doesn't say that either. The Second Vatican Council said in Sacrosanctum Concilium, paragraph 22, subsection 3, no one, not even the priest, may add, remove, or change anything in the liturgy on their own authority.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
See, these sometimes simple experiences or seemingly harmless things on the surface can have a reverberation in our life, can echo in our hearts. See, there's a divine plan to make us essential members of the kingdom of heaven. There's a part of God's work that he wants to delegate to each of us. But there's also a demonic conspiracy in our life to suppress that call.
What's the Christian vision of being human? Augustine summarizes it when he says, "You have made us for yourself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until we rest in you." That's what this song is about. I don't know about you, Mike, but I'm looking for a world in which everything gets reconciled.
Yes.
In which every tear is wiped from our eye.
Welcome to The Men's Show, where we have discussions, debates, and usually drinks about theology, philosophy, the church, and life. Today we have got Rob Hohler, David Uhlenhake, and Nick Torre, and we're going to be talking about how to become stronger men physically and spiritually. Physically spiritual, probably should have had Andrew on. How to take getting humbled when you do something new, and the value of having a group of brothers to lean on. If you want to put some hair on your chest, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Men's Show here. So we could not do any of this without our great patron community. The Men's Show patron community. Please join us at themenshow.com, themenshow.com. Some ask us how we got this amazing URL. We will not tell our secrets. We're men. We don't have to do that. But rest assured, we got this legally and legitimately and ethically. So just know that, but join us at the community. We're going to have exclusive content, exclusive videos. There's a whole community there. We post things, we help each other out, and let's build up this brotherhood of the Men's Show Patreon community. So go there at themenshow.com, and the best place to enjoy content from the Men's Show is the Awaken app. So you can get the Awaken app at theawakenapp.io, theawakenapp.io. It's a great social media hub that's purely Catholic. It's safe. You don't have to worry about having your kids there or here. Just have them at the Awaken Catholic app. What we have shows, we've got a prayer library. We've got everything you need. We've got a bunch of different communities. So join us at theawakenapp.io for an awesome Catholic community. So it appears we have lost one of our men already, but that's okay. We've got two more. And that's all we need, right, gentlemen? So, gentlemen, this past week, a couple of us got our butts kicked. David, I want to throw it to you real quick. Set the scene for us. What did we do this past Saturday?
David, you're muted.
Oh, there I am. Okay. I didn't see the little red thing.
I thought it was a stick the whole time.
Wonderful. So what did we do this last Saturday? Last Saturday, Rob, Kevin, and myself, we went to work out in the bitter cold at before the crack of dawn, in a group called F3. How much in detail do you want me to go there, Kevin? Tell you a bit about it.
What does F3 stand for?
F3 is a fitness, fellowship, and faith, and they get together all over the nation. In fact, international now. I noticed. I was looking at the map earlier today, and they've got one in South Korea, and it's a group of men who get together and do an outdoor workout. It's always free of charge, open to all men, held outdoors, peer led, and it ends in a circle of trust where where we build each other up and end with a little prayer.
That is beautiful. And just to even set the stage even more. So we wake up at, excuse my language, the butt crack of dawn. We're up at like 6 a.m. You have to get there right on time. They want you to be punctual. And if you're like a minute late, they're already starting. What's up with that? But what was it, like -4, Rob? Like, how cold was it when we were there?
I think it was -37 by what I remember. But probably closer to -4, yes.
And what's -4 in Celsius, if you don't mind telling me?
I do. That's offensive to ask me that.
But so anyways, so we're there. It's -4. We get out there, and what do we have to do?
Well,
everything is based around these blocks. Okay, this is a 35 to 40 pound block. What did we start out doing? We went one place and we did a couple of those, right? And then we went to another line and we did 4. and then we did 8, and then we did 16, and then we did 32, and then you run a lap because it was -4 and it was super cold. So then we get back and then we start at the line, and then you have to do a brand new exercise. And what were those exercises called, David?
Was that the man makers or the? Yeah,
I think so, right? That's the one that I died on. Basically, I had to take a break because I was about to vomit.
We did squats first to warm up our lower limbs, but then we came back around and did the man makers, which are a burpee with the cinder block being pushed over your head.
And just so I can drive home the point, here's what I looked